right off the bat, I gotta say, this type of series is very funny, awkward, and adorable. Because the main concept is something that maybe some might be able to relate with, maybe some might not be able to, but it really depends. But regardless if you relate or not, it's a series that has some very unique comedy that I really had a good time watching, and just being able to sit down and see it for myself. For instance, the comedy that was used was comedy similar to how some of us kind of joke about if you've ever played MMORPGs, or any type of RPGs or online games. Usually you have it to where, for instance, a guy likes playing a female character. And as we all know, sometimes these guys will try to act like they're a female character, and if you meet them on an MMORPG, you could be fooled, and then, for instance, you can be tricked in thinking this guy is actually a girl. And that's what happens to our MC. He gets tricked that this cute girl that he met in a game was actually a dude, an old man playing a game. And it was very funny when that happened, because I know there's probably people out there that have fallen for similar things. But on top of that, what made it even better was the romance with our main female character. Now, here's the thing. Like I just briefly said, that was kind of the beginning of the plot. For instance, the main character, he doesn't want to be with any person online. He didn't want to get together or anything, or fall for any girl online, just because, for instance, he was tricked in the past. He was tricked that this girl was a girl, but it was actually a dude, and he got upset about this. And because of that, he became a little bit antisocial in the game for a year, and eventually he finally opened himself back up again, and he found a new girl, which is called Akko. Now, when it comes to the entire romance between Akko and the MC, it's a very funny plot point, because at first glance, you just see this girl that's all over MC, just loves him a lot, wants to marry him in-game and stuff. She constantly asks him over and over, and eventually he breaks down and he marries her in the game. And it's very funny the way this is done. But then as time goes on throughout the episode, with all this comedy and the shenanigans that you see between the characters, eventually they decide to do an offline meeting. For instance, this entire guild that's been playing for a long time now together, just adventuring online, having fun, they decide to do an offline meeting, which is a very interesting thing to do, because I know there are some communities that do that. I mean, if you played with a friend for a very long time, I mean, let's say you played on PlayStation or Xbox, or if you played on any other system, PC, whatever, wherever you play games at, like your main source to play games, and you had a friend you met online, and you've known him for, oh god, maybe 5 to 6 years, even longer, maybe that's a possibility. You've known this person for a very long time, but you never really met this person face to face, but for some reason, you had a chance to. Usually, some might want to do that. You might want to meet with this person you've talked to for all of your life for a very long time, and you would like to see who they are in person. And that's kind of what our characters decide to do. They're like, hey, we played for a long time, we got to, you know, chat and have fun together, let's have an offline meeting, let's get to see how we are in real life, how we look and stuff. And then it eventually leads into the situation at the end of the episode where we find out that the character that our MC married is actually a girl, but also a very cute girl that looks very similar to how she does in-game. And that's the funny thing here, because now the MC, he has a waifu in the gaming universe, but also a waifu in real life. And that right there, I'm like, bro, dude, that's fucking adorable but awkward. It's so adorable, though, because the ending of the episode, the way she's acting, it's funny, because, I mean, she is kind of playing it as if, you know, she's in love with him because, you know, they play games together. But then when we see that, you know, offline meeting and how she's still in love with him while he's in real life and stuff, I had a good time with that. That was a very funny moment, and it definitely is a series that many might not like. It depends on your taste of comedy or how you view comedy or something, but I really love the awkward comedy that was used in this episode, along with the romance. I mean, it's very entertaining to me, because, I mean, hey, I play a lot of games and stuff, and then seeing something like that with how a character, you know, or a person had a fake marriage in a game, and then all of a sudden they decided to do an offline meeting, and eventually this girl actually seems to still be interested in him in real life. It's funny. I had a good laugh. I don't know if it's just me, but it was a fun first episode, and it's definitely something that we should all look forward to. I mean, if you're interested in a comedy series from Spring of Anime 2016, and if you've yet to start Netoge, I recommend you, you know, to give it a shot, see if you like it, but I believe you will, because, I mean, it has some very funny comedy. So you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.